What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow, where every fan is welcome. And today we are going through NFL Week 10, giving you my thoughts on each game. Looking into each game just a little bit, not too much, not crazy, but giving you my honest thoughts and on every game, on every team this week that played. And I redid the Baltimore Ravens and Miami Dolphins game on Friday, so if you'd like to go check that out, the link will be in the description or in your upper right-hand corner if you'd like to click that and go watch that if you haven't already. And make sure you like and subscribe and put the post notification bell on if you haven't already. So let's get into talking about Week 10. So first game we have on our slate to talk about here is the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Man, this Titans team, Derrick Henry or not, this Titans team is very good. They're having guys step up. Yeah, that offensive line struggled in the beginning of the year. Yeah, the defense struggled in the beginning of the year, but that Tennessee defense has been very good. They've been very stout. Maybe not, top 3 type, but enough to get the job done. The Titans are doing this kind of thing already without Derrick Henry, and if they get, 2 or 3 more, the rest of their schedule is actually pretty easy. So the first seed in the AFC is the Titans to lose. But in this game in general, Trevor Siemian had a good last drive. Kind of sucks they didn't convert the 2-point conversion, but it is what it is. And the receivers had an okay day. Trevor Siemian had a good day. Saints offensive line is decent. As we all know, they had a decent day. Saints defense, one of the best in the league, and this Titans team is very well coached. And do not for 1 second take too much credit away from Tannehill. I'm not saying give it all to him. I'm saying don't give him too much and don't take too much away. This Tennessee Titans team, I'm a Colts fan, and I'm gonna say it, they are Super Bowl bound. Ain't no one in the AFC South catching the Titans. That is a fact. The Colts are not catching the Titans. Heck, I don't think anyone else in the AFC is gonna catch the Titans. Right now, the Titans are the best team by far in the AFC. So great game by the Titans. Even without Derrick Henry, they're putting teams away. They're having great games. So yeah, Marcus Johnson had a really good game. AJ Brown is doing his thing. What a game! Titans take that one in a 23-21 victory over the New Orleans Saints at home. Next up, we have the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Not going to spend too much time on this one, but, quarterback struggled for the Jets, of course. Josh Allen, the Bills got back on track this week. Yeah, the Jets had a few garbage time touchdowns, but it wasn't even 45-17 close. It was 45-3 close. So, not going to talk about this one too much. Josh Allen did get back in the groove, which is huge. This Buffalo Bills team got back in the groove in general, which they really needed. After taking some brutal losses and just not playing to how they were playing in the beginning of the year, it's about time they get back on the track and they really beat a team that they should beat the way they did. So, yeah, because the Patriots are catching up to them. They better be careful, though. That Patriots team is sneaky. That's a sneaky team right there. And if the Bills don't watch themselves, the Patriots are going to sneak right up on them and steal that title. So the Bills got to keep the momentum going next week against the Indianapolis Colts. But for right now, enjoy your 45-17 win over the New York Jets, Bills fans. And then you have the Lions and the Steelers. What a crap game. Mason Rudolph missing throws that should be easy, that should be routine. And then, it raining and everything. Players having a hard time catching it and all this kind of stuff. But this was a Steelers game to, win. They should have won this game. They're built to win these games. They're built to run the football. One of the best young players in the league at the running back position. They got, Mason Rudolph or Big Ben, both game managers, but, as we've seen this week, but, Big Ben was getting the job done. I think people are going to appreciate Big Ben a little bit more now, him being able to make those routine throws. So, but then on the other side, Jared Goff and them, and the Detroit Lions, they just couldn't get anything going either. It was just one of those type of games, it was raining heavy all game. it was a crappy game. It was a crappy game, but yeah, it is what it is. Fumbles all over the place, all the rain. So the first and quite possibly the last tie of the 2021 NFL season. So let's get to the next game. You have the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts almost lost this game. It looked like in the first quarter, that the Colts were going to make this game a laughing game. Everyone's going to turn the game off. It's over. No. Nope. The Colts, once again, slow down. They don't put the foot in the pedal. They don't continue to score. They had so many 3-and-outs. They're just not consistent. This Colts team cannot put a full game together. They're struggling to put full games together. But they did do very well versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. They could have done better. They should have done better. But, credit to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Credit to that Jaguars defensive line absolutely hammering Wentz. And then way to gel up and way to, get in front of Jonathan Taylor and stop him basically the last 3 quarters. Jonathan Taylor and that Colts offense got damn near nothing the whole, second half. Not even much in the second quarter. Most of their stuff came in the first. And don't forget, they also had a blocked punt for a touchdown. So take that 7 off of there. What's the score? Yeah, it is it's an if, would have, could have type of thing. But at the end of the day, this offense should be scoring more against the Jaguars defense. But the defensive line is very good. And a win is a win. So the Colts team got a big, tough matchup on their hands next week against the Buffalo Bills. So I guess we'll see what goes on there. And then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers dropping a really, 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 really bad game to the Washington football team. It kind of seemed like the moment there they were maybe going to pull something off, but they didn't. Tom Brady had 2 terrible interceptions. This is a Buccaneers team that is going to have those games where they're just very, very sloppy. And we've seen it. But then other games in the year, they're going to look like the best in the NFL by far. It's just the type of team that, this Buccaneers team is. But credit to Washington football team. That defensive line got to Brady. That really messed Brady up big time. That's kind of the big thing in that game. Taylor Heinicke had a decent game. This Washington run game was pretty decent. It was a really damn good week by the Washington football team this week, dude. Especially because Tom Brady coming off a bye is not easy to deal with. A well-coached team and a very good quarterback and a very well-balanced team coming out of the bye, 90% win those. 90% of them are won by the team coming off the bye. So tough loss for the Bucs. They're 6-3, and there are a few teams behind them in the NFC South that are right there with them. So they better pick it up. They better pick it up. And then you have wow. We just can't get an understanding of these AFC North teams. The Browns just have a really big victory last week over the Bengals, and then this week they crapped the bed against the New England Patriots. Yeah, Baker Mayfield went down. I'm not sure what it was, but I guess we'll see what it is tomorrow, or when I go over the injuries tomorrow, I'll go through it more and I'll look into the injury more. But right now I don't really know, but tough. But nonetheless, this Browns team is very talented. They shouldn't be losing, whether it's Baker or Case Keenum in there. I don't care who's in there at quarterback. This Browns team is better than losing 7-45. No Nick Chubb, yeah. Sucks. No OBJ. Can't wait for people to bring that narrative up. It's going to be so stupid. But that's the media. That's how they get their clicks. That's what happens. But, dude, Browns, y'all got to get something together. Y'all just are not consistent. You can't stay healthy. Baker Mayfield has not done good this season. When there's no Nick Chubb, when there's no Kareem Hunt, when the run game isn't going, Baker Mayfield can't get anything going. You need a quarterback that can get things going. You spent a first overall pick on this guy, and he's a game manager at best for you. Not a deal. You want to go win a championship, go get a championship quarterback. Go get a quarterback that can bring you there. I mean, Baker could, but, at this point, kind of asking a lot. I know he got hurt, but I just don't, he just can't put the team on his shoulders and, win a game. I get it, he got hurt this game and everything, but look at other games, but yeah. But credit to the Patriots, that Patriots defense, I was one of the people who picked the Patriots this weekend. Not many people have. I didn't see many people pick the Patriots, but I did because that Patriots defense, I think, is going to do just fine, whether it's Nick Chubb or not in there. Whether it's Baker Mayfield or not in there. Whoever the receivers are, I don't care. That Patriots defense was going to hold that Browns offense in check. Now, I thought the Browns might have scored a little more, but it is what it is. And, I think that Browns defense did not look good today at all. That Browns defense has got to get some things figured out as well. So, yeah, embarrassing game for the Cleveland Browns. And, Cleveland Browns fans left scratching their heads at this game. So, kind of sucks for them. But great win by the Patriots. Mac Jones was damn near flawless. Mondre Stevenson had a really good game. That Patriots offensive line has been very good. Receivers have been getting the job done. Tight ends are good. Patriots team is very sneaky. Many may not see them as that contender, but they are. They are. Do not for 1 second count this Patriots team out, because they will prove you wrong. So then you have the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Not much of a game here. Cowboys really got killed last week, and they come out and they take it out on the Falcons, 43-3. Falcons couldn't get any damn thing going, obviously. This Dallas Cowboys team got everything going in the world for them. Dak Prescott had a good game. Zeke had an in-game. He did what he did. CeeDee Lamb had a good day. Cowboys offense, this whole Cowboys team had a good day, and the whole Falcons team had a bad day. That's just what that is there, So, big win by the Cowboys. They bounce back in a huge way. So, I guess we'll see how they do next week. And, we'll see what they got next week. So yeah. Cowboys beat the Falcons 43-3. I'm not spending too much time because we saw what happened. We know what happened. 43-3 says it all. And then, wow. The Carolina Panthers absolutely destroy the Arizona Cardinals. Cam Newton is back. He said, "I'm back." I love that. I love Cam Newton. I love his energy. Not many people may like that, but I love Cam Newton. But, nonetheless, Philip Walker had a good day, had a decent day, But that Panthers defense, man. That Panthers defense got after Colt McCoy. It just showed that with all the injuries on the Cardinals side, it caught up with them this week. And the Panthers took advantage. So this Panthers team looked pretty good. I'm guessing you keep Sam Darnold away from that starting position. That's why you got Cam. You got Philip Walker. So yeah, maybe this Panthers team goes back on a roll. Maybe they win a few games in a row. Maybe they stay in the wild card. Maybe they shoot themselves up a little bit. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. And the Arizona Cardinals, I fully expect the Cardinals to bounce back. Kyler Murray will be back soon. Teams are starting to watch the tape and get Colt McCoy figured out. That's what happened last week, I think. Teams had a whole week to, watch some tape, figure them out. And that's exactly what the Panthers did. And that Panthers defense is no joke. Great pass rush. Cornerbacks are pretty good. Yeah, good game overall by the Panthers. Not by the Cardinals, but they always got next week, and they need to bounce back. And we're going to see how they bounce back next week. Then you have the Minnesota Vikings, the Los Angeles Chargers. This game was a thriller. I love this game. This game was such a good game all the way through, and ultimately the Minnesota Vikings pulled it out. I'm proud of them. They finished the game. They didn't choke it. They played strong in all 4 quarters. This was a very good win by the Vikings. Kirk Cousins had himself a good day. Dalvin Cook had himself a good day. Justin Jefferson had himself a monster day. Just a very, very good day for this Vikings team. And, that Vikings defensive line is very good, and then, the Chargers are kind of on a skid here. The Chargers start like 5-2, maybe 5-1, 4-1, something like that. But I don't know what has gone with them. Herbert's struggling a bit. Austin Eckler didn't have a crazy game. Keenan Allen has been decent. Mike Williams has cooled off. So, this is a Chargers team that is losing some steam. And, in the middle of the season, in a very loaded AFC, you start losing some steam like they are now, they're going to find themselves in the hunt very, very soon. Very soon. So, they better get something figured out. So, this Vikings team, man, I can see them making a push for the playoffs. I could see it. And I think they will, So, let me know what y'all think there. What a game. What a game. Many took the Chargers. I actually took the Vikings in this game, and I stuck with it. I'm happy I stuck with this. So, great game there. And then you have the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. 2 of the premier quarterbacks in the league. 2 premier quarterbacks in this league that everyone can't wait to turn that TV on Sunday, or a primetime game on Monday or Thursday night. No one can wait to see these 2 quarterbacks face off. Unfortunately, they're both coming off of weeks where they didn't play. Russell Wilson coming off that finger injury. You have Aaron Rodgers coming off that coming off the whole mess there. So, game kind of sucked, to say the least. I really love myself some. I really love some low-scoring games, but I can't even talk. Like, this whole game was just like the Packers all the way. I get it. It was 3-0 majority of the game, like 3 quarters, like 3.5 quarters or something. But the Packers just scored twice at the end, towards the end in the 4th quarter, and they just put it away. They just put it away, which is what they needed to do, and it may take Russ a few weeks to get adjusted back, because it still didn't look like his finger was 100%. I think he rushed it, but that's Russ. Russ heals fast, but, when you rush it, you got to be careful. You don't get re-injured. You got to, know that you're giving your team the best chance to win every week over the guy that's sitting behind you on the bench. There's a lot that goes into it, and both quarterbacks threw weird interceptions in the red zone. It was weird. We're not used to seeing those, but, it is what it is. So the Packers take this one over the Seattle Seahawks, and the home team has won this matchup in each of the last 9 games. So, cool trend there, I guess you could say. So, let me know what y'all think about that one. Aaron Rodgers wasn't great, but a big storyline here is when A.J. Dillon went down. Not A.J. Dillon. When Aaron Jones went down, A.J. Dillon came in, and A.J. Dillon made it count. He came in and he made some big plays. For how big he is, you're not supposed to be able to move that fast when you're that big. That's scary. But nonetheless, good for him, man. Good for him. He made his opportunity count today. Even though we already knew he was good, whenever he gets an opportunity, he makes it count. So that's something to keep an eye on. So Aaron Jones is, I believe it was an MCL sprain. Aaron Jones has had 3 other of those, but he most likely won't need surgery because he didn't get surgery on the other 3. But yeah, still sucks. But he's got 3 weeks, I guess. If he takes these next 2 weeks off and then the bye week, that's 3 weeks to rest up for in around 3 weeks. So hopefully it gets better for after the bye. Then you have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos they just couldn't get out of their own way this game. Special teams was terrible. Defense had its bad moments. The Broncos team just did not play good. They drove a little bit, but the special teams was not very good. Teddy Bridgewater throwing interceptions. Just a rough game. Just a rough game for this Broncos team. Kind of always felt, that the Eagles were kind of like messing them, like teasing them, and saying, come on, come score a touchdown. Oh, you can't. It just felt like that, like one of those games to me. But nonetheless, the Eagles are on a streak. The Eagles have found something. Maybe Jalen Hurts has been playing pretty decent. The defense has been decent on its own. So big things for the Eagles, I guess. Jalen Hurts is showing that he's the guy, even though he's had times where he's not been very good. But that's gonna happen. He's young. He's a rookie. He's still learning. Nonetheless, really good game from Jalen Hurts. Really good game from the Philadelphia Eagles team. Oh, and that 77-yard run by Jalen Hurts, that was insane. Where he fumbled it, picked it back up, ran across the field again, and ran for a 77-yard touchdown. That is insane. It is what it is. This Broncos team, they just gotta get something together. They started 5-2. And they're 5-5. Come on, man. Come on. Then you have, the Kansas City Chiefs get back on a roll versus the Las Vegas Raiders in SoFi Stadium, in the Raiders' home. That's huge. That is huge. Because this Chiefs team has barely squeaked out 2 wins the last 2 weeks versus opponents that they should and would beat by more if they were their normal selves. This week, Chiefs are back, baby. Chiefs are back. Patrick Mahomes is back. Made a lot less turnovers than he usually does. This Chiefs team looked very good. Very good tonight. Very well coached. Not many turnovers. They just did their job. And it shows 41-17. Yeah. And they're number 1 in the NFC West now. So that's something to take away there. That NFC West is absolutely crowded. So, but, I think the Chiefs are going to take it. I think the Chiefs are going to take that one. Then you have the Las Vegas Raiders, man. Goodness gracious, dude. Goodness gracious. Raiders. Doing Raiders things. They just suck after the bye week. They suck in the second half of the season. They're good in the first half, but who cares if you don't finish strong? Because you don't get enough wins to make the playoffs, and who cares? There's no point. But, yeah, it is what it is. This Chiefs team is getting back on track. I've been saying, the last 2 wins weren't huge versus an Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants team. Giants team are a little, I do think the Giants are a little better than people think. I'm not saying they're great, but I think they're better than people think. Nonetheless, point is, Chiefs are on a 3-game winning streak, and they just absolutely dominated a division rival in the Las Vegas Raiders in the Las Vegas Raiders home. That's huge. That's huge. So that's gonna be it for this video. That is my weekly recap for Week 10 for NFL Week 10. Let me know you guys' thoughts on Week 10. What were you surprised by? What was the big some of the biggest surprises? The Panthers is definitely up there. The Patriots and the Browns game. The Washington football team and Bucks game is a surprise. The Steelers and the Lions, I guess a tie is always a surprise, right? So, yeah. So, let me know what y'all think about this week. And are y'all getting ready for next week already? I will go over the Rams and 49ers game the day after, so Tuesday. But, nonetheless, it's going to be a good game tonight, I guess we'll see, though. The Rams should take care of business, but the Niners do give the Rams issues, but the Rams should take care of business in San Fran. They should. The Cardinals should have taken care of business versus the Panthers, but they didn't. Just shows it's any given Sundays, ladies and gentlemen. It's any given Sundays. Any given Sunday. All right. You guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my recap. Make sure you guys go check out some other videos. Subscribe, put the post notification bell on. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.